The man was the boss of a gang, but he was caught and sentenced to death. However, he was reborn as a policeman and got himself a magical system? Hi detectives! Welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to recommend a novel worth reading repeatedly. Crazy Detective. I have to remind you that you shouldn't miss any details and clues while reading this novel. I bet you will want to read this book after listening to my explanation. The MC is Zhao Yu. When he opened his eyes again after dying, he has become a policeman and obtained a miracle system. Whenever he solves a case, he acquires different skills such as stealth, wiretapping, and etc. Zhao Yu could not believe his eyes. From a mere street ruffian to a key case investigation unit member, how could this be? The contrast made his head spin. The reborn Zhao Yu is now at the police station, trying to recall the memory of the original owner of this body. It turned out that they were discussing the taser rape cases. Murderer targeted girls in the red light district and stunned the girls with a taser gun, and then raped them. The third victim woke up during the assault and scratched the murderer's face, leaving behind the murderer's blood DNA. Unfortunately, the murderer escaped. Zhao Yu listened to the case, but he didn't really care much. He's a gang boss in his heart, not a policeman, and he even wants to return to his old job. After all, this policeman named Zhao Yu is so poor. As an office worker, even if you're working hard, you still can't make more money. Well, Zhao Yu, you hurt me too much. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. In addition, the vice captain in front of him sneered at him. So, Zhao Yu picked up a coffee cup and smashed it in the vice captain's face with his backhand, broke the computer, and walked away. He was finally reborn. Although he has no money in his pocket, he still has to enjoy life. So of course he has to go to the red light district. What? Hey bro, you are a policeman right now. Zhao Yu came to the red light district. He was very familiar with it in his previous life. Although it is a place for entertainment, it was actually more of a place for transactions between gangsters. He walked into a bar that is familiar to him. Since he didn't have much money in his pocket, he could only order a glass of cheap beer. The clerk also ignored him. Then, he saw a beautiful woman with a curvy figure. Zhao Yu thought to himself, maybe I can do something with her. But the girls here are all clearly priced. The girl asks for 3,000. How can Zhao Yu, a pauper, pay? So of course, the girl was taken away by a rich man. However, at this moment, out of the corner of Zhao Yu's vision, he saw a figure in a windbreaker, whose eyes were conveying contempt towards Zhao Yu. The figure secretly follows the girl and the rich man, and he seems to want to do them a disservice. Zhao Yu felt as if he had seen this person somewhere before, so he's trying hard to recall it. Wait! This person is the murderer of the taser rape cases! Zhao Yu recalled that when he was reborn in the police station, they were discussing this man. He was wearing a long trench coat, a hat, and a bandage wrapped around his face. It's him! Zhao Yu originally thought that it had nothing to do with him, but his body couldn't help following the murderer. Maybe it's just the original owner's sense of duty as a policeman. Zhao Yu followed the murderer to an alley, and when the murderer stunned the girl and the rich man, he attacked and knocked the murderer down. He was a gang boss in his previous life, and now he's a policeman. His physical ability must be very good. Although the murderer also has some fighting skills, he is still no match for Zhao Yu. Zhao Yu saved them. The girl and the rich man were frightened and collapsed to the ground, but they hurriedly fled the scene without a word of thanks. Zhao Yu brought the murderer back to the police station. There was a lot of noise at the police station. Unexpectedly, Zhao Yu, who just had a big fight with a deputy captain, just brought back the murderer of the taser rape case at night. At first, the deputy captain didn't believe it, but after comparing the blood left by the murderer in the previous case, this man is indeed the murderer. Everyone was surprised by Zhao Yu. Was Zhao Yu just pretending during the day? Maybe in fact, he wanted to confuse the public. so that he could go to the red light district to catch the murderer in an open and above-board manner. The vice captain was so angry, but he had to admit that this case was solved by Zhao Yu. Zhao Yu didn't care. He still didn't have the mindset and consciousness of being a policeman. He just wanted to find a place to live and start his new life. But this incident made Ku Ping, the captain of Team B, even more angry. Zhao Yu solved such a big case and made the captain of Team B lose face. How could he let Zhao Yu go? Oh, by the way, there is also a competition in the police station, which is divided into Team A and Team B. Team A, where Zhao Yu belongs, has no leader because the captain is injured, and has not solved any cases. This makes Team B proud. Zhao Yu broke the computer before and was asked for compensation. Ku Ping, the captain of Team B, took this opportunity to make a bet with Zhao Yu. With the lost hand case as the winner, if Zhao Yu finds out the murderer of the lost hand case first, Ku Ping will help Zhao Yu compensate the computer. Lost hand case. This is an unsolved case that could not be solved for over a year. The suspect cut off the victim's right hand and bandaged them to prevent them from bleeding to death. The suspect did not appear in the surveillance, nor did he leave fingerprints or other clues, so it became an unsolved case. He didn't kill anyone, he just cut off the right hand of the victim and then bandaged him. Why would the suspect do this? This is clearly making it very difficult for Zhao Yu, but Zhao Yu doesn't care. Since someone is willing to help him compensate, why shouldn't he try? Anyway, he didn't intend to be a policeman, so it doesn't matter if he fails. Zhao Yu accepted the challenge and left the police station. Meanwhile, a cold voice sounded in Zhao Yu's head. It was the miracle system. Congratulations, Zhao Yu. Today's completion rate is 75%. You have acquired the tracking skill. You can locate the person you want to track. In this way, Zhao Yu successfully solved a big case, and the next thing he's going to face now is to solve the lost hand case. After reading this, I couldn't help but ask some questions. 75%? Why not 100%? Didn't Zhao Yu solve the case? Maybe the remaining 25% is Zhao Yu's indecision when catching the murderer. The heart of the gang boss in the body of an upright policeman. It seems that we can distinguish black and white, but not completely. The girl in the red light district disliked Zhao Yu, and then she was rescued by Zhao Yu, but she didn't say thanks at all. Is she bad or is she right? What is black and what is white? Maybe we who read novels from the perspective of God also cannot answer. This is the wonder of this novel. Every detail is worth pondering. Well, I guess you have to start reading the novel to get your questions answered. Until then, please give me a subscribe. If you also like this novel, or W, remember to give me a thumbs up. If this video gets more than 100 likes, I will continue to explain the lost hand case in the next video. Want to know the plot in advance? You can search for the novel name, Crazy Detective, on WebNovel. Thanks for watching. See you later.